Now, when women got together, there was always that wee air of prejudice, hovering, ever hovering in the air. I brought her up last week. Nice enough, lassie. Goes to the university, very proper spoken. I says, what did you say your name was again, hen? She says, Teresa Riley. I says, oh, I says, and did you go to the same school as your John? She says, no. I says, oh, I says, what school was it you went to, hen? She says, the Immaculate Conception. I says, well, he's no turning. But you know, that cousin, he married that lovely girl. The children were happy, they were happy, the family was happy. But that's what I like about the Glasgow folk. Even our bigots are open-minded. Mind you, hopefully that sort of prejudice is all a thing of the past now, eh? Well, that one. But you know, in those days we had two social orders. We had the church and the cooperative. Now, you got married in the church and the reception was held in the cooperative hall. And you'd hear people say, it's a lovely parve. What did you get? You could write the script yourself. Steak pie, potatoes. Well, actually, I think it was Jewish peas. I think it was because the wee waitress, she'd have the wee black frock and the wee white pinny, and she'd have the silver service, and she'd say, Jewish peas. I used to always wait for that bit. I loved that. But you know, every area had its own cooperative hall, and there was always something happening every night of the week. Now, on a Monday, it was Scottish country dancing for the sensible folk, you know. Awful jolly, you know. And he'd have the kilts on with the pins in it. That was just the women, you know. And the wee soft shoes for doing the skittish and all that. And then the leader would say, now, say it to your partners, and 35, you're doing well. And travel. Morag, put a smile in it. And then on a Tuesday night, That was the League of Health and Beauty for Sensible Young Women. Come on now, girls. Morag, come on, straighten your humps. Stretch to the door. Up to the ceiling and down to the floor. Right, come on now, girls. Get your ropes out. I think you're going to be in the finals. Very good now. To the side. Don't forget to breathe now. I was always a very good skipper. And then a Wednesday night, that was the wrestling for the fine big boys, the sensible young men. And on a Thursday night, that was the mother's night. That was the Women's Guild. And the cookery class, run by the minister's wife, Mrs. Macmillan. She was awful for jink, you know. She lived in an up and downstairs house. Now, ladies, now, we're going to keep up the same theme. Cookery for housewives and tight rations. Now, ladies, I'm going to demonstrate. In fact, I'm going to give you a wee surprise tonight. A wee surprise. It was, I'm going to show you something that puts a smile in the Reverend Macmillan's face every time he sees it. Do you know what I'm talking about? A wee tapioca pudding. Now, do you know there was one night, it was quite funny, really. One night, the Reverend Macmillan had an awful bad cold in his chest. He wouldn't eat his tapioca pudding. So I just plapped it in his chest for a poultice. It cleared it up in no time. It's quite amusing, really. Anyway, ladies, now, tonight I'm going to show you how to make 6 nourishing meals out of sheep's head. Do you know that my mother was feeding us beautiful Scotch broth for years? And then one night she says, do you know I always make that with a sheep's head? That was it, we never ate it again. Oh, but then, a Friday night, that was the night you cleaned the stairs and washed your hair. You remember that one? Because that was another aspect of tenement life. Because women were very particular about their stairs. It's like a status symbol, you know, because they would do it all down with pipe clay. Now, for the young ones, that was a sort of like a chalky substance, and they did it all down and made it lovely and clean. And if you had an outside toilet, that was always scrubbed absolutely clean. In fact, I used to clean the stairs for my mother, and when I started to get, you know, a wee bit famous and was earning quite good money and had my own car and that, you know, I said to my mother, do I still have to clean the stairs? She says, aye, but you'll no need the 2 shillings now.